welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this classic gold smoky eye. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. You already know we're starting out with the e.l.f. concealer brush, and we're going to use that in the NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone. And as always, I'm going to use that to carve out my brows and also as an eyeshadow base. And if you happen to pick up too much product, you can actually just wipe it on your lid, any excess, and then go in to start carving. Now we're going to buff that out with the Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer Brush, number 57. The combo I've been using lately from the Tartlette and Bloom palette is I've been using the color Charmer from my brow bone to the crease, and then on the lid I've been using the color Flower Child, which is just a little bit deeper of a color. Now to pack on enough color, you're going to want to use patting motions and then a little bit of a wiping motions just to blend that into the crease. And next I'm grabbing some Scotch tape and I'm putting that on my hand a couple times just to make sure that it's not so sticky still. Now when you place this, you want to be very careful and make sure you place it underneath the bottom lashes. That way you don't rip them off when you take it off. And the really neat thing about this trick is you can kind of customize the placement of the tape to give you the look you're looking for. Like if you have downturned eyes, you can kind of turn it up. Or if you want more of a blown out look like I did, you can turn them out. But definitely you want to make sure that they go back to the same exact spot to make sure they're even. And then I'm grabbing an oldie but a goodie, the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm using the color Naked with the Morphe 441, and we're gonna put that into the crease, nice and blended. Next I'm dipping into the infamous 350 palette by Morphe, and we're going to use this little peachy orangey shade, kind of like cream soda shade, and we're going to be placing that in the outer V. We're going to put it a little bit into the crease as well, but just mostly focusing it in the outer V. And dipping back into the Naked palette, we're going to grab the Half Baked color, which is still one of my favorite gold colors of all time. And we're going to be placing that on the lid with our finger just to get the most intensity out of the color. Then I'm going to go back in with the same brush that we used for the peachy color, and we're going to kind of blend that out a little bit more, just so it transitions seamlessly into the gold color. I'm grabbing the Tartlette Bloom palette, and I'm going to use it like a pointy, fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the color Activist. Since it's a dark color, what we're going to do is we're going to take turns between using this brush to pack on the color, and then another fluffier brush, which is the Morphe M330, to blend it out. And we're just going to continue doing both until we get the color as dark as we want it, but also as blended as possible. And since we lost a little bit of that orange color, I'm going to go ahead and grab that brush again, which is an unmarked Morphe brush that came in a kit. And we're going to blend that between the Activist color and the gold color. And working with dark colors can seem a little repetitive as far as putting a little bit on at a time, blending out, but it's definitely worth it. You get the look that you're wanting versus just going in with a bunch of dark, because then it's almost impossible to blend out. Now I'm going to grab the Anastasia Beverly Hills Starlight Illuminator, and I'm going to take a small little brush and I'm going to place that right in the tear duct just for a little bit of a highlight. Now we're going to gently peel off the tape. I repeat, gently. And you're going to reveal a perfect line every time. You're welcome. And now we're going to dip back into the Morphe 350 palette into that peachy orange shade. And we're going to put it on a small shader brush and we're going to blend it out on our bottom lash line. We're also going to be using that to kind of blend out that harsh line just a little bit. And dipping a small angled shader brush into the color Activist, we're going to use that kind of like liner closer to the bottom lash line than the color before. Then taking the first brush we used on the bottom lash line, we're going to blend that color out. Next, I'm going to take the NYX Matte Liquid Liner and create some small wings. Sometimes when I think there's too much product on the brush, I'll start by lining the lash line instead of coming in hot on the wing and potentially messing it up and, you know, ruining your entire day. JK, it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's just makeup. You can just wash it off and start over. I'll be using the Covergirl supersizer mascara, which has been my absolute favorite lately because it separates each individual lash. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Silkissme liner in charcoal. I actually thought it was black when I bought it, but hey, close enough. I'm going to use that in my waterline, only in the outer V. That way it gives me a more open eye appearance. And now I'm going to coat my bottom lashes with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. I'll be using the Koko lashes in the style Queen Bee. And for glue, I like using the green duo glue, which I think is the natural one. And it goes from white when you place it down, but you have to wait for it to get like a clear blue color. That way you know it's ready and tacky enough. And then I place them on top of my natural lashes, securing the middle first, and then the outer edge, and lastly the inner edge. This tool I actually got by purchasing a pair of Revlon lashes, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite tool. I actually had to repurchase them because I lost my original one, but it's just like a nice flat tweezer. And it's made out of like some kind of metal or hard material, which is way better than the Ardell ones that I'd gotten before, which were like plastic and broke really quickly. And going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in Chocolate, we're going to go ahead and slick back those eyebrow hairs to keep them in place for the entire day. Well, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys recreate this, don't forget to tag @MakeupBeaks on Instagram, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So, thanks so much for watching. $1 billion. $1 billion.
We never gonna die. I just wanted you.